it says here, according to compensatory counter-racist logic, any non-white person who commits so-called suicide while he or she is subject to the system of white supremacy is a victim of a racist war crime. Why? Because I look at it from the prison system, and I'm not reading directly from it now, but I'm explaining what that statement meant and what it's supposed to mean and what its function is. We're all in a prison system called the system of white supremacy, which is called racism. That is worldwide. And when we say we're all in this system, we mean everybody on the planet. It's the system of white supremacy. And in this system, you have the prison masters, and you have white people who are not prison masters, those who don't believe in white supremacy, and you have the victims of white supremacy, who are the prisoners. And that's every non-white person that's on the planet is now a prisoner of war. Of what war? The war against non-white people by the white supremacists. We are already in captivity. They're not trying to capture us. We are already, if you're classified as non-white, that's what being classified as non-white means. It means you are now a prisoner of war and have been. All the people who are on the planet now classified as non-white were born in the prison of the system of white supremacy. So, let's talk about the suicide. Let's look at it from a logical standpoint. If you are a prisoner of war, and if you're classified as non-white, you are a prisoner of war. The way to look at this is if someone in your cell block, you might say, which means any place on the planet, so-called countries, they're nothing but cell blocks, if they're supposed to be black countries or whatnot, or wherever a black person is. They are in a cell block wherever it is, okay, because the whole world is a prison for you under the system of racism. So any person who is classified as non-white and is a prisoner of war, and that person commits suicide in the prison called the system of white supremacy, logically speaking, by prison rules worldwide, the masters of the prison are to blame because you have a suicide in their prison. And they're supposed to be on suicide watch. They're supposed to watch out for that. We're in captivity. So the prisoner is committing suicide on account of the prisoner's giving up on ever getting out of prison. So that's a racist war crime on the part of every white person who is a racist white supremacist. They are guilty of that. Why? Because they never should have had the person in the prison in the first place, because the system of white supremacy itself never should have existed, because it's a system that's designed to dominate and mistreat people. So this was a bogus war, an unjustifiable war from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, that's where the racist war crime charge against every white supremacist is made every time a black person anywhere on the planet commits suicide for any reason.